All right. So now we are looking at these verbs, aller, avoir rather. We're looking at faire. We're looking at the verb aller, être, vouloir, and so on and so forth. They are used for what we call expression figée or idiomatic expression as you have it in English. Oh, cool. So, please, could somebody read for us the commentary in front of us, please?
Okay. Idioms with avoir, faire, être, aller, voilà, and prendre.
Vouloir and prendre.
Sorry, vouloir and prendre.
Okay.
Idioms are expressions that cannot be translated literally from one language to another.
Okay.
While in English, someone is hungry or thirsty. In French, someone has hunger or thirst.
Okay.
Whereas in English, a person or thing is a certain number of years old.
Yeah.
In French, this person or thing has a certain number of years, and so
Okay.
on. You'll find the most common of these idiomatic expressions listed below.
Okay. Let's look at
Note
this
that
here.
they can be used in any tense.
When I say any, I'm using the present tense, in the past tense, in the future tense. You get it? I'm using any tense. Key thing to note there. Now look at this avoir. We've seen avoir before, right? And we've seen avoir to express lack of something and pain, and also the physical properties. We looked at that at the beginning of our introduction to verbs. There, we looked at the verb avoir and the verb être, and we had divergent usages, right? We saw all those. For avoir, I'm very hungry become j'avais or j'ai très faim. Can you see that? J'ai très faim. To be tasty, we say j'ai soif. J'ai soif. To be hot is j'ai chaud, right? J'ai raison. J'ai froid for cold. Avoir tort, to be wrong. Avoir raison, to be right. I will say tu as raison. You are right. If I say j'ai raison, I am right. But if I say you are wrong, I'll just say vous avez tort if it's plural. Vous avez tort. Do we get it now? This is how you express this kind of stuff in French. To be right, to be wrong, to be hungry. Those this expression of lack, among others. Now, when we say avoir chaud, please pay attention here. It is for humans. If I want to say the plate is hot, are you following? I will not say avoir chaud. I will simply say for the plate is hot. I will say l'assiette est chaud. Should. The plate is hot. So this avoir chaud is used for humans. Is that okay now?
Yes, sir.
So take note of these little differences in the deployment. Now let's go forward looking at avoir sommeil, to sleep, avoir sommeil, avoir très peur d'eau, to be very afraid of, right? Très peur d'examen. Avoir on, this is for years. We've seen this already when we dealt with numbers. Quel âge as-tu? J'ai 10 ans, right? So Chateau a 100 ans to express age. Now this on, you cannot omit the S attached to it. We are dealing with years. Is that all right? It has to be there. Now, talking about physical appearances, which we've also seen initially, you have avoir l'air, to look like, to seem. Elle a l'air malade. She looks sick. Hmm? Avoir l'air de, to seem. Vous avez l'air d'avoir faim. You seem hungry. Tu n'as pas l'air de comprendre. You don't seem to understand. Hmm? You don't seem to understand. That is for avoir l'air de plus infinitive. We have seen avoir l'air de plus adjective. Now I have avoir l'air de plus article plus noun. For example, avoir l'air d'un mendiant, to look like a beggar. A beggar. So these are fixed expressions. On les appelle les expressions figées. We have avoir de la chance, to be lucky. Avoir de la chance. Avoir besoin de quelque chose ou de quelqu'un. To need somebody or something. If I say, I want to say I need four people, I say, I need four persons, I'll say, j'ai besoin de quatre personnes. Listen now, person. I need four persons. I need four persons. Now, in our learning of interrogation, we came across quoi, co, and qui. Can you remember that? Under interrogative pronouns, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you ask we use qua with what preposition? But I always use that as I said, de quoi as-tu besoin? You can ask someone, what do you need? I could say, qu'est-ce que tu as besoin? What do you need? J'ai besoin d'argent, I need money. You have d'un aspirateur, I need a vacuum cleaner. So, bis besoin d'eau, that's the expression. Avoir besoin d'eau. Can you see it? Avoir besoin d'eau is the expression. Avoir besoin d'eau. Now, you have avoir envie de, to feel like doing something. Right now, you might not feel like, you can say, je n'ai pas envie. Hmm? Je n'ai pas envie. That's to feel doing something. Now, you can say, j'ai très envie, meaning I want to. Avoir envie is to want to do something. J'ai envie, and I want a glass of what wine. J'ai envie d'un de vin. Now, is that avoir envie de, is to feel like doing something. For example, we say, je n'ai pas envie de sortir. I don't feel like going out. Je n'ai pas envie de sortir. I do not feel like going out. Then, it wants to say something took place. This one, you are going to use it a lot in your write-up. We say avoir lieu. La fête a eu, la fête, look at this expression, aura lieu. This aura lieu here means to take place. The party will hold. That is future tense then. Let me use the past. La fête a eu lieu. La fête a eu lieu. The party took place. This is passé composé. We will come to all this in a matter of this week as we go along. So, a eu lieu. Look at this. Le concert a lieu. The concert is taking place or takes place tonight. See this a here, or avoir lieu. Avoir lieu, to take place. That is the way it is said in French. Then when you come to parts of the body, we do not use the possessive adjective. I want to believe I said that earlier when we dealt with the possessive adjective. Is that okay? We do not use the possessive adjective in that. Now, look at parts of the body. I want to say avoir mal à, and you measure the part of the body with your definite article. I want to say, okay, I have headache, for example. il dit j'ai mal à la tête. Il y a sore throat, avoir mal à la gorge. On a dit j'ai mal à la gorge. Are you getting it? J'ai mal à l'estomac, j'ai mal au dos, j'ai mal aux dents, j'ai mal aux cheveux. Then in this scenario, you are going to use again when you are writing letter, especially informal letters. When you say, I look forward to, I anxious, or I anticipate, you say avoir hâte de. I say, j'ai hâte de vous enseigner. I look forward to teaching you. Are we okay? Then avoir l'habitude de. When you say avoir l'habitude de, you're talking about being accustomed to doing something. Now, we can say, nous avons l'habitude d'apprendre chaque lundi, chaque mercredi et chaque vendredi. We have used to. Then, if you want to talk about your intention, avoir l'intention de, to have the intention to do something. We have, je n'ai pas l'intention d'accepter votre offre. I do not intend to accept your offer. So these are the most commonly, almost regular usage of the verb avoir, the verb avoir in the formation of what we call fixed expression. Please, do you have any questions so far before we go on?
None, sir.
All right. Now we're going to go to other verbs, but mind you, in French, one thing can be said in different ways. Is that okay? So whichever one you are okay with, you use. This exercise is for you to do. That is 1.25. You could do that and send it to the group page later. Let's look at faire. Let's look at the verb faire. You know the verb faire means to do. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But in the context of usage here, it's totally different. Now look at the first one, faire attention. Meaning pay attention. Pay attention. Faire attention. So the faire will be conjugated, which you know already. I'll say, ils fait or ils font attention en classe. They pay attention in class. Ils font attention en classe. They pay attention in class. Then you have semblant de, to pretend. Semblant de. I can say, il fait semblant de dormir, pretended to be asleep. Now, to frighten somebody, the same verb faire can be used. We call it faire peur. Vous me faites peur. Vous me faites peur. Then, let's say somebody did something on purpose. Faire quelque chose exprès. Meaning, je le fais exprès. I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. Are we okay? That's for faire. Now, I want to talk about cooking. There is a verb to cook, people. It's called cuisiner. Right? Je cuisine, I'm cooking. Tu cuisines, that's there, it exists. But what about cooking again? To do cooking, to cook, we can say faire la cuisine. Let me pick any of the ladies here now. Let's say we'll pick, who's here? Dr. Baraka Isa, lady?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's say Dr. Isa. So say, yes, Dr. Isa. Où est Dr. Isa? Où se trouve Dr. Isa? I want to say, Dr. Isa fait la cuisine. Or, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Or, qu'on fait, Dr. Isa? Qu'o faire? Qu'o faire? Dr. Isa. Forgive me if I said this wrongly. I can simply say Dr. Isa fait la cuisine. Can you see it now? Dr. Isa is cooking. Fait la cuisine. So that is that the verb faire is used that way. Then to meet somebody, we call it faire la connaissance. Tu vas faire sa connaissance ce soir. You're going to meet her tonight. Now, faire la fête is for party. That is the one I love a lot, and then the one that makes somebody to be lazy at times if you're not careful. We call it faire la grasse matinée. Are you there? Faire la grasse matinée. That to sleep late into the morning. Some people are still sleeping as we're speaking. They have what we call grasse matinée. Faire la grève. Of course, when you're in school, if you school in Nigeria, ASU and Labour Congress, la grève, to go on strike. Faire la lessive, to do your laundry. Faire la queue, to line up. Faire la sieste, to take a nap. Faire la vaisselle, to do the dishes. Faire les corps buissonnières is to play hockey. And of course, faire le ménage. This one is very common also, is to do your house chores. Pour faire le ménage. Faire le pont, when you say faire le pont, is to extend holiday through the weekend. And we do this a lot, those in government sector. Let's say Thursday is public holiday. People will not come to work on Friday. They just add it to it. We call it faire le pont. Is that okay? Then to go for shopping, I say faire les provisions. That's to go for grocery shopping. Faire les provisions. Now, outside this, we still have some other usage of the verb faire. Are you ready? We have, for example, faire to stop. Please, I'm not getting your feedback. Are you there?
Well, with you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, faire du babysitting to babysit, faire du lèche vitrine. Women love this one a lot. Window shopping. Faire du lèche vitrine. To go to window shopping. Faire du shopping, faire d'achat, faire d'omelette, that's to go for shopping. Faire du tourisme is to go for sightseeing. So these are expressions with the verb faire. They are expressions with the verb faire. Faire des courses is to go for errands or for shopping as well. Faire des économies is to save money. Faire des progrès is to make progress. Faire un rêve, un cauchemar is to have a dream or a nightmare. Faire un stage, internship. You will see all these expressions when we begin looking at the writing part. Faire un tour dans le parc. Are you there? Un tour dans le parc is to take a walk around. Faire un voyage is to go for a trip. Faire une pause, that's to take a break. À tout le monde, je vais faire une pause de 5 minutes. I want to take a break of 5 minutes. So to take a break, we're not saying prendre une pause. Are you getting it now? For prendre is to take, we're saying faire une pause. Faire une promenade. Faire une promenade à vélo, en voiture, ou à pied. Then we have faire de mieux, faire de son mieux. Do one's best. Faire de son mieux. That's to do one's best. Faire ses études is to study. I can say, j'ai fait mes études ici au Nigeria. J'ai fait mes études ici au Nigeria. Ah ouais, faire mes études ici au Nigeria. They have to, for those that travel a lot, faire, défaire ses valises. To pack and to unpack one's suitcase. Pack and unpack one's suitcase. Are we okay, please? Should I continue?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is there like an idiomatic expression for to go to work? Would it be faire un travail?
No, je vais au travail.
Okay, so je vais.
Yes. I
Okay.
say je travaille. I'm working. Je vais au travail. I'm going to work. All right. Any other one, please? Before we go ahead. Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. Now you have to do the exercises to get mastery. We can't really take much. Oh, nobody's leaving us by 7 to 9 this morning.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So you have to also do. So let's ensure we maximize the time. Till that 7:30. So we started late. Now you have fair again with sporting activities. When we look at the verb jouer, right? We call jouer a and jouer do. Jouer a and jouer do. Do for musical instruments, right? Now, coming to faire is used for other expressions that relate to sporting activities. For example, faire de la péniche, to go mountain climbing. I don't know what they are looking for, but I don't have my life to risk to go mountain climbing. Faire du camping is to go camping. Faire du cheval, to go on horse riding. Faire de l'escalade, rock climbing. Interesting. Then faire du footing or du jogging. These ones are the ones we do a lot. Aha, very popular. Faire du footing or du jogging. Then faire de la gymnastique. To go for exercise, do exercises, do gymnastic. Faire de la natation is to what? To go swimming. Faire du ski is to go skiing. Faire du ski ou du fun. Cross-country skiing, and of course, faire du ski nautique becomes water skiing. These are all expressions with faire. Now you might be wondering, how do I know all this? Sir, you will know them as you use them. Is that okay? Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Right. Oh, somebody else has joined us, so welcome. Dr. Ridwan, you're welcome. We're looking at expressions with different verbs. We already know the verb avoir. I saying fixed expressions with it as used in the language. I've seen the verb faire before now. I was going to fixed expression with that. That way, and as used in the language. So these are how these things are said. You don't change it. You just have to conform. That is French, French. Are we okay? So now you are now in the heart of the language. Let's continue. Okay, faire du vélo is to go for bicycle riding. Now, look at some common phrases which will come handy, especially when you are listening to your audio and you're speaking. Ça ne fait rien. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's nothing, right? Now I go to the market, I want to buy something, I'll say, ça fait combien? How much is it? I want to ask you what you do for a living. I'll say, qu'est-ce que vous faites dans la vie? Now, mothers use this next one a lot. Let's say a child is running up and down. I say, mother saying, sit down, calm down. The child is just running up and down. Maybe the child falls down, and he starts crying. You will hear that says you right. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes? We call it c'est bien fait pour toi. That says you right. Si cela ne vous fait rien, if you don't mind, l'argent ne fait pas le bonheur. This is an expression, a proverb. Money does not buy happiness. L'argent ne fait pas le bonheur rather. Money does not buy happiness. And so you will still discuss this. I will allow you to do the discuss, but let's take them all together so that you can discuss and discuss until you're tired of discussing them with the questions. So we've looked at faire, we've looked at the verb avoir, and basic expressions, key ones used with them. And these are important. Now, when you come over, we'll see more of faire later. It's a very important verb. But when you come to the next one, it's called the verb être. You already know what être is, to be, am I right? Yeah. We've seen the usage of être. But now we're not seeing some idiomatic expression with être. This is how these things are said. I want to say that belongs to me. And I don't want to use possessive pronoun. I can use the verb être. It's called être à quelqu'un, to belong to somebody. À qui est ce sac? Whose is this bag? Il est à moi. It is for me. Le vélo est à ma sœur. The bicycle is for my sister. Ces crayons sont au professeur. These pencils belong to what? The teacher. Now, this verb être here is used instead of the verb appartenir. Are we there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Instead of appartenir, the verb être is used. Now, I want to say I agree with you. I'll say je suis d'accord avec toi. Je suis d'accord avec vous. These are expressions with the verb être. Can we continue? The verb être. Now, here now comes, I know when you use that expression être à quelqu'un, it goes with what we call the pronoun tonique, which is the pronoun which we'll see moi, toi the other time. Am I right? Je suis d'accord. That être d'accord. That expression être d'accord. Go with the pronoun tonique. Être d'accord avec eux. Je suis d'accord avec vous. Je suis d'accord avec lui. Je suis d'accord avec elle. I think that now. That avec help us to use the pronoun tonique. Now here comes some other expressions with the verb être, which we want to see now. For a start, when you come to dealing with time, are we there? When you come to dealing with time, use the verb être. Je suis à l'heure. I am on time, for example. To arrive early, to be on time. To be late is être en retard, il est en retard. To be early is être en avance. To be unemployed, être au chômage. This one is Nigerian case for you. Être au chômage, to be unemployed. Now, to be abreast with an information, to be current with an information become être au courant. Être au courant. Now, to be on a diet becomes être au régime. To be on a diet. Women do this a lot. Like whether it's keto or whatever. Even some men, footballers. Normally, everybody does dieting. Être au régime. Now, to have a good or a bad mood, être de bonne ou mauvaise humeur. Now, when we study the verb être, we say je suis do, right? Do Ibadan means I'm from Ibadan. True or false?
True, sir.
Good. Now, if I don't want to use that, I don't use the verb venir, like to also say my origin. I can say je suis originaire de. You can put originaire before the do. Je suis originaire du Nigeria. Now, to be angry is être en colère. To be alive, être en vie. We have seen être en train de. Am I right? And être sur le point de. We've seen those
Yes,
expressions.
sir.
Good. These are fixed expressions. Être égal, to be equal. To be equal, to be all the same. Ça, mais égal is all the same to me. And this is the one you see on TikTok. All men are the same. Tous les hommes me fait égal. My question, mégal rather. My question is, how do you know all men are the same? Have you been with all men? The answer is no. Now, I've seen to be cold, to be avoir froid. Am I right? Avoir froid.
Yes, sir.
C'est j'ai froid. But here's another way of saying to be cold again. Être enrhumé. Être enrhumé. I say, je suis enrhumé. I am cold. There is something you know Nigerians for. Anywhere in the world, we are always in a hurry. True of us. Always in a hurry. You say, être pressé. As I say, you understand I'm in a hurry, I will say, je suis pressé. So you can use that a lot. Sorry, not, I'm in a hurry, je suis pressé. So these are expressions with the verb être. Être pressé, être enfermé, être d'accord, so on and so forth. Can we go on now? If you don't have any question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we have the next one, the verb aller. The verb aller. Now, for aller, I'll normally tell you comment allez-vous. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Oui.
It's a fixed expression. Comment allez-vous? This is it. And I'll tell you, is this je vais bien, merci, right?
Mm-hmm.
Je vais bien, merci. Now, I want to say, hi is your father. I say, comment va votre père? So the verb aller is used to ask about people's welfare, figuratively. It works that way. Comment allez-vous? Je vais bien, merci. Comment va votre père? Il va beaucoup mieux. He's doing much better. Comment vont vos parents? How are your parents? How are your parents? Ensuite, comment vont vos enfants? How are your children? So when you see that comment with aller, please take note. We are asking basically about welfare. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's what we have there. And we have there. So now let's come to vouloir. Vouloir is a very interesting verb. It goes with the verb dire. Vouloir and dire. Vouloir and dire goes together for a fixed expression.
Mm-hmm.
Vouloir dire means what do you mean? Like to mean. What do you intend to say? Voici avoir l'intention to be what do you intend to. Am I right? Aha.
Yes.
Now, voici vouloir dire. Que voulez-vous dire? What do you mean? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire? What do you mean? What do you want to say? Literally. Que vous dit flag en français? What does flag mean in French? Vous dit, flag vous dit drapeau en français. Flag means drapeau, right? It's translated as drapeau.
Okay.
Ça ne veut rien dire. This doesn't mean anything. That's what we do. Nothing means anything. Nothing means anything for us. Ça ne veut rien dire. Nothing means anything. Until we get people into a corner, squeeze life out of them, it doesn't mean anything. Everywhere. Ça ne veut rien dire. So that is for the verb vouloir. So I've seen 4 verbs now. We began with avoir. We came to faire. We saw être. Now we've just seen vouloir. Am I right? The 5th one here today is called prendre, the verb to take generally. The verb prendre means to take. In English, we say make a decision, right? But in French, we say take. Prendre une décision. You take a decision, meaning make a decision in English. We have seen avoir froid to be cold. We have seen être enrhumé to be cold. Now we have another one again. Prendre froid is to catch cold. Can you see that now?
Yes.
Prendre froid to catch a cold. Now, to book an appointment or to make an appointment you say prendre rendez-vous. Somebody is going on retirement, you say prendre sa retraite. You want to have a drink, you say prendre un verre. Take breakfast, prends le petit déjeuner, prends le dîner, prends le déjeuner for lunch. Now, I want to say take something serious. Prendre quelque chose au sérieux. Are you understand? Prendre quelque chose or quelqu'un au sérieux. To take someone or to take something seriously. Take someone or take something seriously. These are these key expressions in the language which you are going to need to master. Now, as we try to wrap it up, I will come to the end of irregular verbs in French, which I want to felicitate you. You have seen manquer before now. Am I right? The verb manquer.
Yes.
I would say to say miss, you saw the way it went. Just the way manquer is expressed, that's how the verb plaire is expressed. I told you we are going to meet plaire later. Now we are here. Please, can somebody read for us the commentary?
The verb plaire, to please, is frequently used instead of aimer, to express, to like. In order to use plaire correctly, one must know that while in English one says somebody likes somebody or something, in French one literally says someone or something pleases to somebody.
Good.
Consider the following example.
Okay.
Teenagers like this motorcycle. Literally, okay. Cette motocyclette plaît aux adolescents.
Go tell the song. So
So
go ahead,
literally,
note.
okay, note that as with manquer to miss, the object of the English sentence, the motorcycle in the example above, becomes the subject of the French sentence, cette motocyclette. And the subject of the English sentence, teenager in the example above, becomes the indirect object introduced by when it is a noun, aux adolescents
Aux
of the French
adolescents. Good.
of the French sentence. When the subject of the English sentence is a pronoun, it becomes an indirect object
Object.
pronoun in French. Remember that the French indirect pronoun which precede the verbs are me, te, lui, nous.
Moto.
Okay, mo, to, lui, nous, vous, leur.
Yeah.
He likes the movie. Le
Mhm.
film lui plaît.
You see now, the movie, which is the film, comes first now.
Okay,
Just like
yeah,
before monkey. Go ahead.
yeah. They like these clothes. Ces, vêt- ces, vêt- ces vêtements leur
Your
plaisant.
place. The ENT
Okay,
is silent.
yeah, yes, it's silent. We like these shoes a lot. Ces chaussures nous plaisent beaucoup.
Chaussures nous plaisent
Ces
beaucoup.
chaussures nous plaisent beaucoup.
All right. So these are basically what the irregular verbs in French entails.
Please, I
Well,
want to ask a question.
go ahead.
So, if we are replacing the subjects, the object like in English with the subject in French, so definitely the verb we agree with the
The new
new
subject.
subject.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how it works. So this brings us to the end of the irregular verbs in French. And with that, you have gotten